Yep. Hello. A couple videos back, I was trying out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Jackie Aina palette, and there was a purple shade in there that I really wanted to try, but it was my first time trying the palette, so I got a little scared. I was just a little nervous going, with experimenting a little too much with colors right off the bat. So today I thought I would dedicate this video to that mostly. It was this color right here that I really liked. I'm just curious to see if it would actually look good or if it will turn into a giant fail. Either way, I mean, it's entertainment, right? So I'm thinking, in theory, it might look good if I take this, and this, sort of just smush those together on my eyes to see if I can get something that doesn't look half bad. We'll see how it goes. First I'm going to take my handy dandy clip and get rid of my hair because it's annoying having to shove it behind my ears every 10 seconds. There we go. I also have this, when I ordered the palette, I got a sample of the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish stuff. I think this one might work for me. So might as well try that out. I mean, I got a free sample, so might as well use it. Where'd it go? Found it. Eye primer is a must for someone with eyeballs as poofy as mine. So I'm just gonna go in with that Etude House Proof 10 Eyelid Primer because it works. I think I need some lip balm. This is just that a little mini size of the Lash lip sleeping mask thing. Oh, and I remembered my color switch, which is not really a color switch. So just like I did last time, I'm gonna take these colors and sort of just lay down a bit of a base, because I don't want to go right in with a color that's so deep right off the bat. Not too shabby so far. So how's your guys' quarantine going? I really do need to get better at like talking more as I'm doing stuff. I don't know, I'm concentrating so hard on what I'm doing that I forget that there's like, I cut a lot of it out, but there's like sometimes 10-15 minutes of just silence as I'm like doing stuff. I forget that that's boring. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into that the shade Ginger, this one down here. Hopefully I can blend that out. Could look worse. I'm actually going to go into this super light shade. Crap, what's it called again? Nude Chiffon from the Chico one-shot eye palette from Chica Chico. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on my brush to just soften the line up here. On my skin, things look real harsh real quick, so I want it to sort of blend out nicely. Like that. Oh yeah, we were talking about quarantine. I forgot. See what I mean? Concentrating too hard. Forgot that talking was a thing that people do sometimes. So, my life has been pretty much the same ever since this whole COVID business. I'm still working because I work at a job that's considered an essential service. So, it's business as usual most days. We obviously have to wear gloves and masks now, as a precaution. But other than that, my life really hasn't changed that much. At least not nearly as much as so many other people out there. So I consider myself very lucky. I think the hardest part for me through all this is not being able to see some of my family. I have a sister and a brother-in-law and 2 little baby nieces that I can't see right now. So that's hard because they're adorable. The nieces, not my sister and brother-in-law. I mean, they're okay too, but So I think I got it pretty blended. And now I'm gonna go in with the purple. The one I'm gonna be using is this one right here. It's called Big Wig. And we're just gonna put that on this brush, maybe? I have no idea. This is probably going to be a disaster. I think this is one of the ones that's actually not recommended for use directly on the eye. I forget which one it is. The box said which one it was. I don't have the box anymore. But I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Why is it in an eyeshadow palette? You're not supposed to use it on the eyes. So I'm just gonna very carefully work that into the outer corner of my eye. Kinda underwhelming actually. But I didn't put very much. Because I'm scared. Scared it's gonna suck. Oh, that's better. The light's being weird right now. It doesn't really come off on camera super bright. What do you think? I don't think it looks that bad. So what I'm trying to do, instead of just leaving it as like this blob here, I'm trying to use my brush to like flare it out more to create the illusion of a longer eye, because my eyes are not long in any way, shape, or form. So I'm trying to, oh, there's some better light, hello. I'm trying to just sweep it out this way a little bit, completely going over all of the brown that I just put there. Ah, well. So you can kind of see what I've done. You can kind of still see some of that warmth from the ginger shade around the edges. I'm gonna take the tiniest bit and just go through this part again just to keep that warmth there. And then I'm going to, I actually don't hate this. I've done not so bad. Yay me. So I want to take this one, shade called Dwellers, and I want to put that right there where all the empty spaces on my eyeballs. I really like the look of like a dark, rich purple and gold together for some reason. I really like purple and gold. I actually think when I did that failing at eyeshadow video, I think I used purple and gold in that one too. So they're colors that I think look really nice together. So yeah, I'm gonna just use the teensiest, weesiest bit of ginger here. Nope. Nope, that's not gonna work. Looked better in my head. Salvaged it. Okay. Now I'm gonna do that thing that I said I was gonna do with the Dwellers. So I'm gonna take some Dwellers and just put that in the center here. What? What do you think? So I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of the purple and just kind of marry the two. Blend that line here. I think I'm actually going to take some of this gold and bring it in a little farther, basically into my inner corner here. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to put up here. I always forget like the brow highlight part of things, but maybe I just won't. I have no idea. I'm going to clean up all of this. I don't know if you can see it. There's fallout from the gold, like all the little glitter on my cheeks. So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just get rid of that quick. Okay, so ever since I decided to start diving back into makeup and stuff like that, like eyeshadow kind of makeup, I've always used base makeup, but like different makeup techniques and stuff like that, YouTube has sort of rekindled my interest in that kind of stuff. I've been watching compilation videos of like Instagram makeup transformations and stuff like that. And one of the things that always kind of confused me really was some women would use like this little square tin with what looked like some sort of hard wax or something in it. They would take a little spoolie and put it in this stuff, sweep it through their brows, and their brows would be all like manicured and kind of stuck in place, kind of like what a brow gel does. I was very curious about what this stuff was, this crap was that they were, putting on the spoolie and spreading through their brows, because none of them actually showed like what the product was called or the label or anything like that. So I googled it, and it turns out that it's actually soap. Turns out this also isn't a new thing. It's actually an old Hollywood trick that's sort of regaining popularity. So I thought it would be kind of cool if I was just curious if whether or not I could get it to work for me. I'm not really one who really, I'm not the kind of person who really worries about her brows too much. Not on the day-to-day. If I'm doing a video like this, obviously, I would usually do my brows. But day-to-day, I don't really, it doesn't really matter to me that much if they're done or not. I think they're full enough. But I also like experimenting. So I went to the store, picked up some soap. What you need for this is like a glycerin-based soap because it's clear. Other soaps, I guess, wouldn't work as well because they would turn milky on your eyebrows when they dried. This one will dry clear. When I googled it, the article that explained this technique, they suggested the brand Pears soap. Shoppers Drug Mart didn't have that, but they did have Neutrogena. So I got the Neutrogena beauty bars, I think. They're fragrance free. And they are glycerin based soap, obviously. You can see right through it. So I'm just going to take this and a little spoolie. And I got a little bit of water here. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take a tiny bit of water or setting spray, put it on this just to dampen it. Take the spoolie and scrub a little bit of off and sweep it through your brows. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Apparently there is a company that makes soap specifically for your eyebrows, and that's what I'm seeing these women use in these Instagram videos because it's in like a little square tin. There we go. Okay. 'Tis fragrance free. Oh, it's already kind of sticky. Alright, I won't need that much water then. Perfect. So I'm just gonna take, I want to hopefully leave I want to be able to close it again, so I don't want to take the whole wrapper off. So I'm just gonna put a little, like 1 drop of water. I'm just gonna stick my finger in the water, rub it in here, and then take my spoolie. Water. Soap. You're supposed to scrape it like that until you get some. Are you gonna focus? And then get some kind of on the brush like that. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you just get some on your brush and then you sweep it through your brows. It's supposed to make your brows really fluffy. And it does seem to be working. Holy cow. Dude. It friggin' worked. Look. Oh. I didn't expect that to work. That's so cool. Now I guess all I do is clean this off because it all has a soap on it. That's so neat. And I have 3 of these. I use like none of it. I'm gonna be able to do this forever. Sweet. Now on to the Skin Fetish. So I'm obviously going to be using the lightest one here. It doesn't smell like anything. Good. I just give you a little dibbity dab of it. Oh yeah, that's a good color. Light number 2. This is the second lightest shade. We'll see how well it covers my redness here. a nice light coverage. Try and clean up these lines a little bit. You can still see some redness through it, obviously. It's not a full coverage. I don't think it claims to be. Weightless buildable coverage. Okay. So it's probably like a light medium coverage, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a foundation expert. It did cover really nicely, though. Considering how red my face was, it didn't do half bad. These eyebrows, though, they're so floofy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my under eyes. So I'm just taking a little bit of ginger and bigwig and blending that under my lower lash line. Yeah. I don't typically like to smoke out my lower lash line too much because I don't know if you can see it. I just like, there ain't a lot of room down here. So that's about as smoked out as it gets. Unless I'm going for like a really specific look, or I'm re-experiencing my emo phase. I did used to do that a lot. Everyone made fun of me, called me a raccoon. I don't usually, because my face is always so friggin' red all the time anyway, I don't usually ever use blush. I don't usually do shading or contour either. I do sometimes, it depends. I don't have a bronzer right now because I only ever did have one bronzer and it was like around 10 years old. So I finally got rid of that. I do have a powder contour, but that's over there. And I'm too lazy, I don't want to go get it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of highlighter because I think I need some sparkles. So I'm just going to use the, I don't use this very often. When I do use highlighters, I usually use powder. But the powder highlighter that I have immediately accessible is, it's more on the whiter side. You know, it's not, I got a really gold eye makeup look here. So, I don't know, I just, in my mind, it looks weird to have such a warm yellow gold on the eyes and then like an icy white highlight. So I'm gonna go for this instead. This is the Peripera Ink Highlighter. It's number 3. I think it's called Beige Kitten, or it was when I bought it. So yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Now I don't use this super often because, well, you'll see. It's very glittery. It's nice though. I also find that if you're not careful, you can, with liquid highlighters, you can risk lifting your foundation, like when you're patting it in. And I'm not a fan of having to redo my work. I do have a highlighter that's got a little bit more of a gold tone to it. But again, that's over there. So. There, I don't know if you can see that. But it's actually, it's disturbing the foundation underneath a little bit. Maybe it's because I'm using my finger. I don't know. I just find that powder products disturb the product underneath less. For me. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Which is very likely. It's very likely that I'm just doing it wrong. Bam. Bam. And now the nose. Yeah, it's definitely lifting the foundation. I don't know how obvious it's gonna be. I don't know if you can see, like, right here where the makeup has kind of lifted off, right here. Did that on my nose too. The act of highlighting it, patting the highlighter in, sort of, for me, it tends to disturb the product underneath it and sort of like lift it off. There might be a way to prevent that. If there is, please do tell. I'm not gonna do eyeliner today because that's just gonna take too long. I am going to throw on some mascara though. Today I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna use the Majorca Lash King mascara. I think this is one of those fiber mascaras. Yep. Fiber mascara. Fun fact. Watched Cats finally for the first time with my mom. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday. Boy, was that a trip and a half. I'm telling you. I mean, I went into it knowing it was going to be bad, but I just had to see it for myself. For me personally, the whole CGI thing isn't as creepy to me as the whole culty vibe that I get from it. It just weirded me out. Jennifer Hudson's rendition of Memory, though, 10 out of 10. Now I'm gonna concentrate here so I don't poke myself in the eyeball. This mascara is, it's very famous in Japan, and it is a very good mascara. I'm not denying that. It's just the fibers make me a little nervous. Good enough. It makes my eyelashes look so long. I don't apply too much of it, like just one coat. I don't want my eyelashes to look too cakey. Yeah. Last but not least, I'm gonna put a little something on my lips. I'm gonna be using the Innisfree Vivid Oil Tint. I'll leave a list of the products that I've used in the description box if anyone's curious. Vivid Oil Tint. It says it right there. Boom. And I think this is in the shade Bohemian Rosy Pink. It's just a very nudie pink color. It looks pretty intimidating in the tube, but it goes on really sheer. I want a nice sheer. I'm gonna blend it. I want a nice sheer lip. Nice soft lip so that the eyeshadow is really the star of the show. Would that be considered a blotted lip? And there we have it. I really do like that this eye look pulled together. This has been one of my more successful experiments. And these eyebrows, I cannot get over the eyebrows. My eyebrows still fall a little bit. They don't really stay up where they're supposed to stay because the soap, even though it dries down, it stays a little sticky. So you can go over it and kind of stick the eyebrows back up. If you're near a mirror and your eyebrow hairs fall flat or something, I'm just very impressed that that worked. I wasn't expecting it to work for me. Everyone else it'll work for, but things don't always work out for me. Yeah, so I hope everyone's staying safe as possible. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.